Heyho friends, welcome to my channel. About 1 year ago, I made a PVE build video about Khalitzburg. In this video, I am going to show you my updated PVE build, focusing on element build, especially using fire and water element. Khalitzburg is still one of the strongest classes for PVE, thanks to her frequently attacks and her debuffs, which are very useful for instances like airship and constellation tower. In addition, with element build you can deal much more damage, especially if the element is beneficial. For example, using fire build against PSR boss or water build against Ghost Palace boss. Furthermore, weeks after releasing my old video, devs fixed the description of her skills, which actually use both attack and magic attack in skills formula. Meaning, Khalitzburg can benefit from both attack and magic attack, truly a daughter of death. Here I'm going to show you my equipment for this build and cover some missing and new things, including new stats distribution and equipment memory recommendation. But before we start, don't forget to show some love, like and subscribe. Alright, let's do this! First of all, I'm going to show you how the stats should be distributed and which attributes are important for instances. Strength is your basic stats to boost your attack, so max this out. Every AG improves the damage of Khalitzburg burst skill Wish Flower by up to 300%. Basically, you need 300 AG in total to optimize the damage, and that's why I max out my AG. For DPS, you can go with In for the remaining points to improve your magic attack. Otherwise, you can put them to Fit for survivability. For legend instances, you need following requirements. Take note that Khalitzburg's Ignore Defense is improved by penetration. Basically, you won't need to worry if you would lack Ignore Defense, because you definitely won't. And in the following, you can see all my stats and attributes. My fire damage is 140 with fire accessories and my water is 138 with water accessories. For hero class, you can max out all the skills. All the skills can be leveled up with skill points except for the core skill, which can be leveled up by only activating rune's second line. For detailed explanations for all skills, you can check out my first PVE build video. The only difference is that now you can see the word magic attack in all DPS skill description. This is my equipment overview of main and shadow equipments. To boost your damage, you can use Dragon Slayer as your offhand. Try to get Armor Breaker as high as possible for your encha. Normally, I would recommend you to use Vicious Wound as alternatives in case you lack Ignore Defense. But Khalitzburg definitely has enough Ignore Defense thanks to her passive skill Blossom Tea. For offhand, you can use Elista, Torso, or following card. For armor, I recommend you to use Dream Eater to boost element damage. Alternatively, you can use Soul Cage, Dragon Blood Armor, or Cursed Armor. Try to get Morale 3 or 4 to boost your Ignore Defense. For cards, you can use following card. For garment, I choose Leather Pauldron to boost both my ignore defense and skill damage with VDI as enchant. Zenobia, Moonwolf or following card can be used in garment to boost your damage. I use these shoes to boost my attack and penetration. Alternatively, you can use Dominator War Boots or Fair Judgment. Try to get high PDI as enchant. There are some good cards for shoes like Moonistar, Edgar Star or Flute Star. For damage, you can use Swordman Xenia or King of Assassination card. Otherwise, you can use low budget alternatives such as Rainbow Fall card for more attack or Familiar Star card for more magic attack. For accessories, you should use Heart of Molten Fire for fire damage or Emerald Button for water damage. Alternatively, you can either use Diamond Earring for penetration or Steel Ambition to boost your physical damage and attack. You need to get Sharp Blade 3 or 4 for your enchant to boost your attack and physical damage. Moonlight and Star is nice options for accessory. If you can get Devil Governor or Alien Falk card, use them. Time of Birth is the best weapon you should use for DPS Khalitzburg. The weapon increases your PDI and penetration, which can be increased by each refinement. Take note that your ignore defense will also be increased automatically by penetration, so this weapon is really nice. It's also very important to get tier 5 as soon as possible to increase the trigger rate of Rose Petal to 50%. Try to get Sharp Blade or Morale 3 or 4 to boost your melee damage or ignore defense. For cards, you can use Drake Star or Minostar card to boost your damage. For headgear, I currently use Snowy Owl to boost my element damage. Alternatively, you can use one of the following. Try to get high strength in your enchant. For cards, you can use following cards or any penetration or damage related card. Cute Blower is one of the best face headgear we have so far. Optimize this one by refining this to +6. Other face headgear that are useful are as follows. For enchant, you can go with Morale 3 or 4 or physical damage increase. Ocean's Attachment is one of the best mob headgear for PVE. You need to get at least +6 to maximize the damage bonus from this headgear. You can use Lightfoot, Glutinous Imp, or any penetration or damage related mob headgear alternatively. Strength is the best enchant for this one. Currently, I use Freya Wing to trigger legs, which also my endgame wing for now. Alternatively, you can use Wrath Wing, Goodwill Gift Box, or Chicken Eggs. For enchant, you can go with Morale 3 or 4. For tail, you can use any damage related tail headgear such as It's Too Late, Rock Bunny, or Beautiful Ensemble. Try to get Sharp Blade as high as possible to boost your damage. For shadow equipments, you can use following equipments. The enchant should be the same like the one for main equipments. For offhand, I recommend you to use Think Magic Bracelet or Skeleton Bracelet. For armor, Chosen's armor is really nice for Khalitzburg because this can be improved both your attack and magic attack. For garment, I choose White Duke's Mantue to improve my ignore defense and skill damage. I use Saint Mary's because the shoes are good shoes overall for both physical and magic user. Alternatively, you can use Little Fairies to boost your damage. For accessories, I recommend you at least to use Ring of Loyalty that can give you set effect of 5% attack and magic attack in combination with Chosen's armor. Alternatives, you can use one of the following. For the attack mirror, you can use either Bilge's armor, combustible knife, or claw. For the defense mirror, you can use anything you desire. For the relic, I recommend you to use Horn of the Unyielding for better survivability, or Lord of Vein to boost your damage through penetration and higher element coefficient. In the following, you can see my recommendation of all equipment memories for this build. For runes, you can use all attributes, advanced, and arcane runes like mine. For detailed information, you can also watch my old PVE video. For damage test on PSR and Ghost Palace Legend, you can watch my previous video. In the following, you can see the list of pro and contra of using fire and water build for PvE. That's it, that was my updated PvE build of Khalitzburg. In my opinion, element build is in general way better than neutral one, especially because element has more damage advantage against weaker element, for example using fire in PSR. In addition, the source of fire and water element is also pretty nice, for example 35% from armor or 25% from each accessory. I wish we would have more sources for other elements. For example, it would be nice to have accessories for other elements like holy or wind, which can also be beneficial for other classes too. Overall, Khalitzburg fire and water build is definitely worth it to try, and can compete with other classes, even with my old attack neutral build. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Feel free to ask and give comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. See you soon, your FLyTuT.